Barry Sonnenfeld worked with the Coen brothers, directed some excellent movies like Men in Black and Get Shorty, and survived Hollywood, sciatica pain, and prima donna actors to really create a wild ride of a career. He's also written 2 books. His memoir is hilarious, brutally honest, and made me miss the 90s in the best way possible. One of the most surprisingly funny and pleasant books I've read in the last few years was a book called Barry Sonnenfeld, Call Your Mother. His newest memoir is called Best Possible Place, Worst Possible Time. His first book traced his life from growing up in New York City to going to film school to making it to Hollywood. It's about the climb to the mountaintop. I was browsing a bookstore and was really surprised that I saw another book by Barry Sonnenfeld. This book is focused more on his film career after he made it. This book is about what happens after you make it to your first set and how to stay there. The book is 327 pages of short, energetic chapters. Funny, honest, insightful, and just a little bit gossipy. But hey, what do you expect from Hollywood? It's like Entourage if Vince were replaced by a neurotic, quirky New York City Jewish guy. And you also took out all the models and nudity. He's honest about both his successes and his failures, taking the blame when it's warranted and dishing it out when it's needed. After hearing his stories, it's amazing that anything gets done in Hollywood. To make a movie, you need a lot of skill, but you also need a lot of luck. You also have to know how to influence or possibly manipulate people into getting them to do what you want. Whether you're speaking to a narcissistic studio head who thinks he's a great writer or a great director, or an actor talking way too slowly. There's a lot of characters, not just in the movie, that you have to deal with. The highlights of this book are the stories from film sets like Raising Arizona, Get Shorty, and the Men in Black series. But I also learned a lot about some movies that I hadn't heard of before. These are movies that Barry Sonnenfeld is very proud of. Movies like Big Trouble, starring Tim Allen. Reading about all the movies that I grew up with really made me nostalgic for the 90s and early 2000s. Simpler times. Men in Black was one of the first DVDs we ever owned. We watched it all the time, on road trips, at home, with friends, family. We loved the movie. We also listened to the soundtrack all the time. When I was young, my dad bought us our first surround sound Bose speakers, and one of the first songs we listened to was the song that Will Smith did for Men in Black. Reading about the making of Men in Black really took me back to that time. This book was the perfect mix of Hollywood gossip, career lessons, and 90s nostalgia. This book was a quick and enjoyable read, and Barry Sonnenfeld is quickly turning into one of these authors that I'll read whatever they put out. Definitely the right thing for me. If you like memoirs or books about the behind the scenes in the film industry, then definitely check out this book. The origin story of the title made me laugh out loud when I was reading it on a plane. Like his first book, this book also has an epigraph. And this epigraph is kind of like a mantra for Barry Sonnenfeld. The epigraph of this book is, under promise, over deliver, there's no upside to optimism. So that was my review of Best Possible Place, Worst Possible Time by Barry Sonnenfeld. If you've read this book, let me know what you thought about it in the comments. Thanks for watching, and as always, read the right thing.